Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me again today. As always, we are checking out the top posts for the previous week here on the subreddit, and we'll just hop right into it. How to beat Factorio in 3 easy steps. Alright, so this is almost 4 minutes long, but we'll see. Mine some coal to get started. Launch a rocket and get off this rock. Wait, that's step 3. Okay. Oh my god, dude. God damn it. Oh. Okay, so funny story. This is how bad. Oh, they got us. They got us good, dude. Okay, funny story. I am not just like acting here because I actually saw this earlier last week, and I made a post on here saying something to the effect of like, I wish I hadn't seen this before I did my Reddit Weekly. And honest to God, this is how bad my memory is. I did not remember that this was a Rickroll. So this is not me just like acting as if I didn't know. I truly like, I knew I'd seen this. When I went to look at this, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I looked at this already, and I truly did not remember that this was a Rickroll. So, oh man, that's how bad my memory is. I managed to get Rickrolled twice by the same thing in the same week. Oh, that's real bad. Props to this person, though. I love it. L stations, a pattern to surpass a city block and reduce manual belting by Kano. They've made some awesome stuff. So, let's see. Okay, so unloading. This is like unloading like right off of a main line? Like without any sort of stacker or anything? Dude, this is pretty freaking crazy. I mean this is how a city block works, so okay, I'm interested. Minimal amount of manual belt routing. Yeah, dude, this is so good. This is so good. And then they even have the toll. And then you can just flip it and do the opposite. I think a modification or variation might do really well in the roaming world where there's a really long main route and city blocks are not very helpful. That's very true. So Factorio blueprints, you can check it out there if you'd like. The downsides are it's more difficult to copy due to 2 production blocks and 1 rectangle, which I suppose is true, but overall, man, freaking awesome. Very well done. Icano there. Sick of having a Spidertron stuck behind lakes? Try our patented stepping stones, TM. I see this going very wrong. I can see this causing some severe issues. Spidertron can actually step across at least 16 tiles if it is fast enough. I did not know that the speed is taken into account. That's actually pretty nice fun. Yeah. I mean, I personally would probably run into issues with that because it's me, but my cleanest rail yard yet, vanilla gameplay. Oh. You don't see diagonal stackers too often, but I think they're underestimated. They're pretty dang good. Very close spacing on these, so taking just very space efficient, which I like. These belts are just ridiculously satisfying to look at too. And then this, I want to say these are like smelter columns, based on how they look. Could be wrong, but this is really cool. I'm not so sure about these junctions. They're like extreme. They're like roundabouts, kind of. I think. Yeah. I mean, I'd imagine it works. There's some big trains in there too. No confusing crossover that gets you killed because you misjudge the timing of your trains. 9 out of 10. Yeah. 300 trains, they will kill you anywhere on the map, even not on rails. That is very true. I can definitely vouch for that. Just some junctions. Dude, building rails this close makes me extremely uncomfortable. I mean, if it works, it works, but you are a monster. I mean, yeah, okay, so maybe I'm not wrong. Maybe this is just a troll. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? Oh, man. The factory must grow even while I'm playing with my daughter. Duplo. Factorio Duplo. We're making flowers. I love it. Gotta start them off early. Instead of measuring development and height, you can track what science per minute she was up to each year. Yes, exactly. Oh, wait. I want to see this recipe. Lollipop Recipe equals 1 orange flower, 1 purple flower, 1 green flower, 1 pink flower must be assembled on a magic castle. I'd eat that. Construction robot coming by to say hi. Ooh, I like this. It's like a coffee mug. I mean, that's kind of what they look like, though, right? Very well done. I like it. Thought it was going to give me the middle finger. Yeah, no. Build a huge blueprint. So that's why I don't have enough electronic circuits anymore. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I wish you the best of luck, Bruno. This is going to be an interesting thing to clean up. I don't know how far down this got contaminated, but it looks unpleasant to clean. Oh dear. All the tech we researched, you think we can make a brighter helmet lamp? Or put lamps and power poles. That is very true. There are many mods for this, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? You would think. I mean, we do have night vision, which does help, so. 165 hours and 9 save files later, finally launch a rocket. Hey, massive congratulations. 39 hours, 32 minutes, and 58 seconds. That's about how long it took me to launch or build my first rocket defense. There was no such thing as launching a rocket when I first started. Congrats. Took me around the same thing. I would never finish my old save and just start a new one. I think this is a thing that happens with a lot of players. I wasn't going to say new players, but even more kind of seasoned players do this a lot, and I don't think this is bad at all. I'm of the belief that, like, you could play for 1,000 hours and never launch a rocket, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you get your enjoyment and stuff, and your time is well spent just making saves and playing them to X point that's not launching a rocket and then starting over, like, more power to you. And that's what I love about Factorio. You can get your fun however you want from it, whether it's building mega bases every time, or launching a rocket and starting over, or speedrunning, or just never launching rockets and just getting to a certain point, starting over and over. Like, I think that's totally fine. But big congratulations that they did do that. I bet they were wanting it for a while. Is this sushi enough? I made a sushi block base with the 30 more science packs mod. Oh, jeez. I mean, it's in like 144p, but dude, I mean, it works. I don't like it, but it works. That is just beautiful. My eyes are getting wet. Ugh, my eyes are bleeding. Nice to see someone else have the same crazy idea. This is just, I mean, like, I'm not saying it's bad. I personally am not a fan of sushi belt stuff, but it is very impressive that they managed to do that. So, you know, props to them. Unintentionally overcomplicated everything. I just reached blue science and bots. I mean, I don't think that's that bad. I mean, the rail network seems decent. I mean, it's at least like, you know, straight lines. And maybe a few too many roundabouts here, but provide. I mean, I don't think this is too I don't think there's such a thing as overcomplicating it in Factorio. I would hate to set up that rail network without bots. Yes, that would be quite difficult, wouldn't it? You can fly the small plane by clicking on it in your inventory and moving your mouse in a circular motion. So it's just like you have it in your cursor and you're moving your mouse. Okay. Yeah, it used to be a thing in the old campaign levels, but well, they were at to get from place to place. We have trains, brother, but if they did, it'd probably be a bit more of a steam diesel punk airship, which would be really cool. I would love some sort of airship or boats, like actual ships. That'd be awesome. There's an expansion coming, so who knows what they're going to throw in there. Why I love the Factorio community. Mom, look what I did. Alex. What? Yeah, there's some really fantastic names out there. Oh man, this isn't real. Wake up! Yikes! And I think there was a full of bees or something to that effect. Like there was a name like full of bees. I love it. And yeah, the other one the person posted it. This isn't real. Wake up, or something like that is an actual like station name that can come up. Fix everything and anything with wrench and screwdriver. Another hide door art, of course. It looks like they're using a wrench as a hammer. I mean, I've done it, so. Fixing everything. Everything with wrench and screwdriver, just jamming the pair in your machines. Yes, exactly. Somehow sounds like a power drill. Yeah, powered scrinch drill. That is really funny. That the icon is like like a wrench and screwdriver, and then it sounds like a power drill. I think that's kind of funny, but no oil for miles on a ribbon world map. Masses of biters on both sides. Am I screwed? Yes. Good luck pushing through these without oil tech. I mean, you can get a little bit of military. I don't remember. I don't think you can get. Can you get tanks? I never remember. Tanks take red circuits, so no. Yeah, I mean, maybe turret creeping. I mean, you can't even get lasers. Oof, I don't know. That would be hard. Your best bet would maybe be turret creep. You'd have to use normal turrets, though. I mean, they're easy to defend, but if you don't have oil, like, the biters are just going to keep evolving past your tech. Best part is you can easily wall off one side and give it some standing defenses to take off to the other with a belt of belts and ammo, so you can also extend it and keep your supplies up while you use turret creep. Yeah, so turret creep would definitely be the best option sooner rather than later, because with only getting a few like bullet damage upgrades, and because that's all you could get without oil tech and using gun turrets, like if the biters advance too far, I don't think you're gonna be able to push that even with turret creep with gun turrets because of the range, and if you get to like big biters or something, that's gonna be really hard because of their resistance to physical damage. I heard you hate mixed belts, so here's one. Oh, gee, thanks. This is like for me. I love sushi, and this pisses me off. You've got commentators and filter inserts all over the dang place. Get it together, bro. You know, like what is even happening here? This is even better than sushi. Works unbelievably well, or just doesn't work. Yeah, I don't. Was there? I don't even know what it's supposed to be doing. Milestones are reached. 10 gigawatts, 2K science per minute, mining prod 50. Mining prod 50 is insane, by the way. It's 500% mining prod, and very expensive. A site I want to celebrate 1.1 with a mega base, aiming for 10K science per minute using 4 components. 500 science per minute science modules that convert raw ores to science. This is a very, very viable way to play. I'm seeing this more and more often, and I think this is potentially the most efficient way to build a mega base, more so than just having gigantic, like a huge train network, which you may still have here, but having like separate builds all over the place that each make like subcomponents, and then going to gigantic production areas that, so having like iron smelters all over the place, which then take the iron plate over to circuit areas, which take the circuits further on, etc. I think having all combined and stuff like this is actually potentially the most efficient way. Maybe not quite as cool because you don't have as many trains and stuff, but outposts that mine directly into trains currently takes 30 seconds to fully load a train. Yes, this is extremely performance efficient, but you do need a very high mining prod to do that. Table 2-time nuclear plant, a central depot that converts raw ores to modules and other building blocks. Here's an earlier post. Oh, yikes. It's a lot of bots. I mean, I love bots, but that looked a little scary. Doing nuclear, those power pulls drive me a little nuts, but can't really help it. This was 13 days ago. I always see this post with like 2K cents per minute and mining 50. I'll get to mining 150, 200 before I even break 1K cents per minute. I play that slow game. Holy crap, that is really slow, because Mining prod, like, even mining prod 50 is really expensive. Man. I have over 200 hours on a save and just got to the point where I can launch a full productivity module rocket consistently without it running out of resources. It's my second save, and sometimes I like to AFK, run back and forth, and fiddle around with circuits. Nice. You must drain outposts in like 10 minutes. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you get the mining prod comment. You get a ton, 500%. Factorio Confessions. I had played for more than 2,000 hours before I started using substations and my own designs blueprints. It was at least 6 months before I realized that Q unequipped your current item, and I had been tapping twice to unequip every item. Oh dear. What's your silly Factorio confession? I like trees. Get out of here. You monster. Play on 100% tree density map. That will quickly cure you of that. That is very true. I always feel so sorry to destroy them that I only remove the minimum to make space for my stuff. Oh man, I've played for nearly 4,000 hours and have only beat vanilla game once. I still don't think that that's that big of a problem, unless you just went straight to mods, in which case I'm not a fan. But just like beacons, I prefer to add 10 assemblers versus using beacons. I disagree with this. I mean, assemblers are more scalable. I don't really think so. You know, reliable output ratios. I mean, I'd say that they're more common output ratios because less people use beacons than don't. But like, it's pretty straightforward to figure out a ratio for a beacon setup. But that's just me. Everyone can play how they want. When you look at the map, and it kind of kind of looks like an elephant. Oh, it does, like one of those jade elephants, right? Normal Factorio players, needs 1,000 science more. Needs 1,000 more science per minute. This guy, haha, elephant map go burr. Yes. 3,500 hours is what I've come up with. Unfortunately, I had to mute it. So this thing plays music, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, you know, for copyright reasons, I have to mute it. That's really cool, though. All right, Spidertron avoids trains, part 2. Is there TLDR on this thing? I discovered it on the train car too. Now I just gotta organize a train race. Complete saturated chunk can take up to 7.7 thousand rails to build. Wow. 12 total rail pieces possible in the game. 4 straight, 8 curved. That's pretty cool. I didn't really know that. Combined, they form a snowflake or a star. Copy and pasting. Oh dear. Borders are narrowing. Should not have gone down this rabbit hole. Almost done. Jesus. Spidertron's like, it. He's trying his best. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Has anyone had this happen in the roundabouts? I'm stumped. Well, the answer is don't use roundabouts. That may sound like a really, like, sarcastic, salty answer, but that, I think, is my answer. I used to build literally exactly like this a very long time ago, and I had exactly this problem. This could probably be fixed with some chain signals and stuff, but this is why I just don't ever use roundabouts. Replace signals except the last ones on the output path with chain signals. I mean, yes, like I said, you could do chain signals. However, I would just not use a roundabout, but yeah, that chain signals would help that. Nuclear power plant mall. Very nice. Definitely building up a stash there. Going to need a few centrifuges. Yeah, just a couple. Copper belt seems to be looping. May ask why. Yeah, it's just balanced. I don't know double long inserters were a thing. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty good strategy you can use for like unloading trains and stuff too. Is these double long-handed. Works pretty good. How Spidertron avoids trains except it doesn't. Okay, so this is like a similar post to before. Puts each at an unoccupied space, in this case rails, it is a little gap between them. If you watch closely, you will find out that not a single leg is on a track, so trains can pass through. You can track that by enabling collision boxes on debug. Oh. It did a pretty good job with this. It's pretty cool. Reposting without the keys. I brought them. They are not mine. I bought them, I assume. So these are the things I showed off in one of my recent videos about like all my Factorio merch and 3D printed and stuff. Yeah, these were sent to me very kindly by, yes, TSJ Electronics. They are awesome. They're actual circuit boards. They're not just like normal 3D prints from like a 3D printer. They're actual like circuit boards. Yes, exactly. You could put a fourth contact and make USB sticks out of them. And that's how the game should be distributed. Oh my god, wouldn't that be awesome? So cool. That moment when your main iron line is for some reason contaminated with uranium. This happens when you forget filters for chests. Oh dear. Yeah. And that's kind of hard to spot too. Like, it took me a minute to even see it, even though I knew what I was looking for. Man, I would totally miss that, and then it would just be an utter disaster. Low background iron. Usually play with low bots. I'm a big belt fan. I like to do speed. No spoon run, so I haven't messed with bots lately. But just this week, I started a new role with the goal to make a bot only or as much as possible base. Already had a few instances where I've forgotten to set filter on chests. I just know this is going to happen to me sooner or later. Bots are awesome. Yes. My thoughts exactly. A bit of existential. And a burned down forest. Oh dear. This is not looking good, guys. What is happening? This is like... What? This is what happens when you leave those damn trees alive. Oh, it's like showing what happened if you left them alive. Definitely worth watching the whole thing. Watching full 3-minute video in here is going to be difficult, but yeah, this is like what happens if you don't kill the trees. This is really cool. I'll have to watch that in full later. But anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed some pretty hilarious and interesting stuff here. The Spidertron sitting on track thing is pretty interesting. But I believe that's going to do it for now. As always, leave your thoughts down below. I always enjoy reading them. And if you did enjoy, like is much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And feel free to subscribe if you aren't already. Turn on notifications with the little bell button so you can be notified when new videos come out. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.